Add to the three-point lead, and instead Harmon has it knocked away, and that would count. And it goes for Mcbride, and we're tied.
Kemper Arena. Boy, this kid is unbelievable. Look at this.
Mcbride. He was getting a heat check there. Bridges. Here's Osaboy doing what he does best there. And that
they know he's going to pass out, so they read the pass. Here they come, John. With the good hands, too.
The flop not rewarded, and it cost Georgetown. Virginia have a push in them. Down by 12, under 8 to go. McBride knocks it down.
Here's McBride. That's a two-point shot. Good. Here's Deuce. McBride pull up on a long two. He'd give it a shot. McBride. What a crossover. And what a finish. We are glad to have our seat at the table here. Off the bounce. Deuce. McBride for two. But I tell you what, I have not heard one complaint. Everybody's just happy going to get to that threshold this year. So you take it a day at a time, a game at a time. How about one and done this time for South Dakota State? McBride off the bounce. Who says to do it? Culver avoids picking up what would be a third foul. McBride. He's been money from McBride. Got a foul. And again,
100 years ago, South Dakota was actually called Byron, South Dakota. And the Postal Service.
But you know what? The West Virginia Mountaineers got some big news they announced earlier today regarding their schedule, just getting a lot.
And one bucket. Culver's on the bench right now, and McBride gets his first two.
It's amazing.
4 for 6 from 3. McBride took it himself and hits it. Here's McBride kicking it out to McNeil.
Great defense by Highland, and then his teammates let him down. Side out. There you
Jump
go.
Stop, nice move by Miles McBride.
I got to get serious about him.
Now Culver working on Carson Williams. Out to McBride for 3, got it. A little bit tougher than it normally is in terms of depth. Obviously, there's always going to be Gonzaga. As you see Miles McBride, here he is with the ball.
See, he doesn't want to take it, but he's going to have to hit it.
McBride knocks it down.
And you
straight to the locker room. We'll keep you updated as soon as we hear anything. There's Miles McBride.
98% of Division I programs, but he's coming off the bench for Gonzaga. And there's a 3 for McBride.
Wanted him, including Ohio State football. And same thing with Drew Timme. He's widely recruited. They're winning recruiting battles against the...
And Osaboyan just took a charge there. He had 23 charges that he took last season. Nice play by Miles. 3 to shoot. McBride gets it off and gets the roll.
Georgetown's length, a real asset. The personal instruction from a Hall of Famer and Patrick Ewing.
How about that point guard? McBride down in the block. McBride, pump fake. Up and through. Sherman. McBride. 13 points.
Where does the scoring come from West Virginia, Robbie?
Well, they're going to go inside early. And with Miles McBride, it's almost like Gary Payton. He is going to look Princeton. You're taking away the amount of time you've got to guard.
And there's an interception by the former football player. Miles McBride takes it straight.
Can really score out of the post. Just knows how to play.
Chris Mooney calls Nathan Kao the best cutter
player. He really is. And right now, there's not much defense being played out here in West Virginia. They found something with Miles McBride.
Years.
For Richmond. They're now 1 of 7 from 3. It's almost like these two teams switch. Has Sherman through the passing lanes, and you set your big fella up. This looks like the West Virginia of old.
Most points they've scored in the first half in 2 years. And McBride.
There's been a struggle from the three-point line for Richmond to get it going.
Here's McBride. Of them, though, this year in college hoops. Rasheer Bolton's bucket gave Going the deflection by McBride, and it forces a turnover. Here he is at the other end, and he throws it down with 2 hands.
That's a winning play.
Hugs needs Miles McBride to get back in the scoring column, and on 5'9". Shibwe, big offensive rebound, and they convert it to points. McNeil looking for Culver. Now he's got it. McBride for 3. Got it.
We have bracketology already. Joe Lenardi, we're not wasting any time. Bracketology. It's December.
Freshman Bryce Thompson with the air ball from the corner.
Yeah, did look good on that shot, but they think that eventually he's going to become a very good shooter.
How about that drop in and out?
There's the
kept alive, Culver, and a rejection from behind by Anaruna. And then McBride, junior college Division II All-American a couple of years ago, 30 points per game. He could fill it up. He had a couple.
Don't expect that, as you said. You look at West Virginia's strength is their rebounding ability.
Baji at a double figure.
Davis has got a book out called Dream is Real. He did the book along with Jeff Bolick. And I'll tell you this, they're opening up with 5 games away from home. The llast time was 1940 and 41, and I was 2 years old.
Yeah, started off.
The number of W's he has. You win 888 games, man. That itself is worth a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, seconded. Absolutely.
Keys for Northeastern, they have to match West Virginia's physicality, and they need to take care.
Trivia question for you, too.
Okay.
All right. How many Major League ballparks? Ooh. Followed on the shot.
West Virginia still hitting the boards. Another turnover.
Davion Harmon was hounded. He gave it away. Miles McBride for the slam. Downhill. Oh, trying to find Quett. An errant pass. Here's Deuce McBride. All the way for 2. West Virginia looked clueless offensively. Different story here in the second half. Now McBride. Back into the hands of McBride. The blow by on Gibson. Challenged by Manick.
McBride good enough of an athlete to be an outstanding NBA player, no question. But what I love about him is he's going to be a... Now the key for the Mountaineers is how do you get the ball to Culver?
McBride with the left hand. At the rim by Kedrian Johnson. Back the other way comes Taz Sherman. He gives it up. McBride from the corner.
Or inside to Culver. It's a matchup zone. Someone's getting an open 3.
There it is from the corner. And it answer. A chance for the Mountaineers to extend their lead.
Get the ball to Deuce or Culver. Uh-oh.
McBride failing.
Make a play here. Maybe Sherman on the down screen.
Well, he's got it with 5 to shoot. McBride hunting his shot. Fades away. Got it.
How about that?
Hey, what are you doing? That actually goes as a delay of game. If you were to do that again, it would be a technical foul. So that's what stopped play to take a 1 seed. Trailing by 5 on the road with 11 minutes to go in Morgantown. Clock winding down with 4 to shoot. Keep it alive, batted around. Greg Brown had it for a moment, but he's picked by McBride. Here come the Mountaineers. McBride to the rim, and that's a goal.
Basketball. He's likely to pass Bob Knight and go into 4th place by the end of the season, so there's no question.
Denied by Culver and taken back by Miles McBride with the left hand. He's able to finish.
And this kid makes tough shots. Doesn't matter who's guarding him.
An answer from
50 rebound, and TJ Shannon wanted that ball more than 3 guys in gold jerseys.
Best player on the floor is this guy, Miles McBride for West Virginia. Little blow-by, ball fake, window, and he gets it to go. So a couple of away in Morgantown. McBride one-on-one with Mann straight up, and that jumper is good. Woo. Look, you've had the toughest kid out of this school, and that was a success. I have the next toughest kid we've ever had, and it's number 4 right there. It's the fadeaway.
That's why I think he has a great chance to play on the next level.
Iowa State's gone cold. They've missed it. And COVID is the invisible threat that every program, every body in this country.
That with Jalen Wilson at the 5. And so off that illegal screen, West Virginia ball again. You see the 7-0 run. Sean McNeil off to McBride at the top of the key, and Able to get it back.
And attacking the paint, especially if you're going to play small ball. You've got to drive it, drive and kick, drive and kick.
Kansas when McCormick's in the game. When he gets points easily, everything opens up for their offense.
In field goal attempts because of the 9 turnovers that Kansas has committed.
West Virginia, if you've just joined us, is led by as many as 10. There's a whistle, they'll count.
Like a screen, rescreen.
Bridges resets to McBride. 6 to shoot. McBride pulls it on a 3.
Tuning at the rim for him.
West Virginia got off to that 7-1 start. We're ranked 7th in the country in late December.
Start in this one, 4 points in the early going. McBride going to work.
And, Bob Huggins decided to sit him with two fouls the rest of that half, largely in part because they're up 6. On the block and trying to be physical with Culver, and he is very good at getting the other team in foul trouble.
Nice. Good backdoor cut. And the basket. Well, again, it speaks to the depth and talent on this West Virginia team that they've been able to overcome.
Matthews a 3. Offensive rebound for McBride. He's going to shoot the mid-range jumper and knock that. Sooners have gone cold.
And no second shots.
McBride trying to get past Harkless. Manick to help, but the bucket there by West Virginia looking for an answer. A 3 from McBride is good, and they do it. McBride leads in and scores, and they executed just about perfectly.
Reached one up at Oklahoma because of weather.
Little step back, Dicey in their last game, and the playing time has been sporadic for him.
Yeah,
there's a hoop. McBride puts it. Sherman couldn't hit. McBride a 3, and we're tied.
To have a big night tonight.
Here's McBride, thought about it, then pulls up. Culver hands it off. McBride trying to get going to open the second to go for offense.
Either McNeil, what a good play. They love that. I thought that changed that game. Good time to pull it out here.
McBride working on
season and knocking down the 3 ball. Cannot win games shooting 29% from the field.
McBride, good.
You did that game?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Watched as a fan.
Got it. 48 and a loss in Stillwater.
Yeah. I remember that was part of the...
Huggins, one of the great high school coaches in the history of the state of Ohio. These two guys have a lot in common.
We'll get the return from McBride.
This is a big possession right here.
McBride penetrates. Off glass.
Yep. They got off to a hot start, but I think they've lost their edge. Maybe it is fatigue.
And McBride backs his way in.
Wow.
Out of trouble was Bridges. Now it's Deuce McBride. Hits a 3.
For Samuel, and it's a 12-point game a minute into the second half. King, I think if you're TCU,
it's a great way to attack the double. I think Mike Miles must keep the ball in the middle tunnel because you really can't trap in it.
This year, all going to the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, and over the years, they've generated about $3.5–4 million.
Playing for the international team, and the thing that jumped out at me was his high energy and just warrior mentality. So, I don't know who the shooting coach is there. but it's really inconsistent. He's been tremendous. Look at this.
Deuce with the steal. And the left hand by McBride.
Good effort by West Virginia, that time on the defensive glass. Very surprised.
McBride
like to go inside early to Culver. He's a foul magnet.
Backdoor cut, and McBride gets them up, though, keeps it alive. McBride at the elbow. Yes.
Play wide. Athletes.
Here's McBride with the left hand. McBride, tough fadeaway. He knocks it down. 5 to shoot. McBride off a shot fake, knocks another one down.
Look
There
at
it is
him.
again.
Wow.
Deuce McBride with 3 seconds to go. In the down. McBride had 16 in the first half. Step back here, make it 18.
Trying to get some shots up just for trying to get efficiency in your offense. How about that for
nice job of being able to create some offense. I didn't think he had nowhere to go.
McBride from the elbow. 4 players have scored there for West Virginia. Backdoor look, McBride get it. Alabama, Ohio State, kind of good as a high school quarterback.
Gets it from his mom and dad. Dad played hoops at Xavier and running his offense.
McNeil again, another long 2 try, and right into the hands of McBride. It's an iron.
That was a quick shot, maybe too quick. There's McBride. He's so good at taking
a little spark here to open up the half in the first 4 minutes. It's exactly what Morehead State needed. From the free throw line, McBride.
Good defense by McBride.
And the take takes the contact, and a deuce. Culver's got 6 of his 8 points coming in the second half. McBride from up top matchup. Culver with the spin move, missing everything. They leave McBride wide open, and he makes some pay. Behind the back move, got away here from Potter, so McBride on the loose, and the one.
Where he set the New York State high school scoring record.
A pretty area of the country, and Deuce trying to line it up, and he does. This kid, they are very lucky. This is what attack the zone before it settles.
Pull up.
There you go. He's got a good pull up. Look at the cover.
There's an open look. As open as you get.
Absolutely.
Answering right back.